What's going on? It's Uncle Jackie. Tonight I'm here talking about Puff Daddy and his situation, people being, dragged into the situation and people who are, legitly a part of it. So give me a second, I'll be right back with y'all.
You see, talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's fine. Just Uncle Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was excellent. Fucking guineas. Uncle Jackie. Uncle Jack. Line, everybody get the line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Niggas a little weird, bitches a little weird, the block's a little weird, the heart a little weird, bitches a little weird, faces a little weird, fuck you all, looking like a fucking general. Niggas a little weird, bitches a little weird, the block's a little weird, the heart a little weird, it's a little weird, it's a little weird, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, things don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like John Moran. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, know I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie.
South Beach murder, man, my crew come through. Every time I drop the top, the roof come too. Got no big homies, we know who runs who. Yeah, loudest nigga ever from the 2-1. Check it. Nike Tech, bubble coke, Kyrie, smoking dry weed. So much drugs in a nigga system, need BIV. Baddies on my body, all the hotties call me Poppy. Chop cheese from Hobby, niggas still living high speed. I scoop all tender, I don't do dinner. Crime inventor, Lambo renter, stay high to the center. I told the niggas save a bread of no public defenders. We doing a lot of wicked shit, so don't you jump in this sprinter, nigga. Ain't on no funny shit, niggas die over money shit. About to spend on a child of friend, my mom be on some other shit. They heard the murder up again, get time back to the government, cutting shit. A nigga walk the child with the oven mitts. They see me in the ski mask, they know I'm selling re-rap. Hit him in his kneecap, stomach bubble like wheatgrass. Niggas don't really know me, they just know that I'm moving. And I handle my business like the Soviet Union. We can go body for body, hottie for hottie, thotty for thotty, robbery for robbery, Rari for Rari, the homie for homie, lobby for lobby, nigga, choppy for choppy. We can go switch for switcher, go lami for lami. I'm so bossy, call me Hugo, 80K on a Hublot. Cops put me out the two though, I'm high as Pluto. Mommies love me like Menudo, already got it, you know. I get a bag of blue nose to do their party 2 shows. These niggas sweet as fruit codes, tour days 2 codes. I ain't never do those, the Celsius is too cold. You f***ing with that dudo, you never sip on Nuvo. I'm giving new lows, you make a movie off me, you gon' need a new role. You just a bum in the pussy, that's why I call you puto. I got some foreigners out of town that chop it up just like a judo. A body cam, I left and give you 7 like Ikuko. Next time they say with him, tell him you go.
Tell them you go. What's going on, y'all? It's Uncle Jackie. We out here tonight. We gonna be talking Puff. We gonna be talking the entertainment industry. We gonna be talking, is this fact or fiction? Like, I don't think any of it is fiction, but basically, everybody knows Puffy hemmed up. It's different reasons, different people saying different things about it. But they even starting. I think Tubi got something and Hulu got something. They making it's a whole movement behind this man, and it's like he's the first coming of Satan or something. And they really everybody trying to come, but that's how it always is. People stay quiet, they remain quiet for years and years and years, and then they pop up with, "Hey, I was assaulted by Puff Daddy, or I was assaulted by this person or that person." Dan, what's good, brother? Appreciate you for coming through. Where El Sharon, appreciate you. What's good? But yeah, man, I'm gonna kick it off with this right here, real quick. The intro to the intro of intros of how to what puppy parties are
The
like.
case against Sean Combs might as well just be called the freak-offs. It's all about the freak-offs.
Freak-offs, what prosecutors described as orgies.
Freak-off, what is that?
Him having sex workers have sex with his partner while he watches or participates or whatever.
He was known to have the Midas. It's allegedly criminal.
Sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, interstate transportation for prostitution.
The AK-47s, the 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Diddy in court, pleading not guilty and denied bail.
Sean Combs is being treated like a mob boss.
He's explosive.
I can't unsee that Cassie video. You could tell me whatever you want to tell me about him. I cannot unsee the video. This very powerful man in the music industry decided to use his power to hurt others. Time's up.
Diddy, drugs, lies, and freak.
Yeah, it's going down. As you can see, this is gained worldwide. This is like a worldwide thing. This is an internet. I'm surprised that people from haven't come forth from these internationally talking about. Yeah, I was on a boat with Puff, this, that, and the third, because everybody's coming out. Everybody has something to say for it. You know what I mean? And shit, I even got the recipes to making a P-Diddy party. You know what I mean? I ain't recommending anybody use it, but here goes the recipe. Because ain't no party like a...
Okay. Now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just a different blend. You need the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No. No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so if you don't have what they need, they're going to leave.
Right.
Got to keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy.
Those are the main ingredients to a P. Diddy party. A very hot place, because anybody who's drank, if you drink, you know that if it's too hot, you're going to get hit faster. Like drinking in the summertime, you're going to get hit faster. So Puffy already got it planned. No AC, a lot of alcohol. He getting that top-notch shit, too. And then, of course, it's going to be more than weed there at these parties. Definitely more than weed. And he like, lock doors. Lock all doors. So in a way, this dude kind of was setting himself up, even if it was in a joking manner and he's being funny. But yeah, Cat Williams, he warned us.
Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Yes, all lies will be exposed. Salute to Cat Williams. Grace, hey, how you doing, Grace? Yellow Tape, what's going on, brother? CeeLo, what's good? Appreciate y'all for coming through. I know it's late night. but you know, I felt it in my bones. Pause. I had to get this information out there. Now we all know that his widow, ex-wife, and yeah, ex-wife, Kim Porter, before she passed, she had the tell-all book. Now that book, now they trying to get it out of circulation from what I'm hearing because it's tell-all, and they mean tell-all when they say tell-all. But it makes you wonder: did Puff have something to do with her disappearance, possibly?
You know that he probably smothered her to death, and because she had a bad cold or she felt some kind of way, that she died doing having that play fight with the pillow fights and everything, and smothered her. But I'm not gonna say nothing like that on the program because I don't want to get myself in trouble. And I wouldn't.
He don't want to say that on no program, but he just did. But I mean, that's why I said this is that's partial. Is this true? Is this conspiracy? Are they? I know part of it. I know them parties are real. I don't know how far his deviancy stretches. Pause. I don't know how far he goes as far as that, but we know these things have happened. I'm happy I ain't hear my man Dollar Sign involved in any of this or the locks. So that helps right there. But you see names pop up on the list: Jay Z, Beyonce, even Nas. But I'm sure all of these people on this list that have been around him have just been around him. They ain't been, with him. You get what I mean? Here's more from Puffy's bodyguard though.
If he doesn't give the prosecutor something that's bigger and better than him, he gonna spend a natural life in jail. If he does, he'll do 15 to 20 years, and still it'll be about 70 years before he come out. If he does.
70. People can't do 7 days. So imagine having to do 70 years. That's crazy. And the first thing he gonna do, this is bigger than Nino Brown. It's not only Puff Daddy. It's not only P. Diddy doing this. It's definitely not. This is bigger than Nino Brown. Yeah, Grace, I agree. No way to come back from this. Chat, what's going on? Glad y'all mingling, intermingling. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I've heard reports that allegedly there's someone 9 years old that was, he ran into Puffy. I'll say that as young as 9 years old. That's hopefully those reports are false or there's a false narrative, something false with the child. Because anyone else, you a grown man, a grown woman, you want to get diddled, you got diddled. The diddler diddled you. So I don't have no remorse, no empathy, sympathy, whatever it's supposed to, whichever thing. I don't have it. I don't have it. But hopefully, if it is a child involved, he's definitely getting the chair. He's definitely never see the light of day. And my question was, like a lot of people, if you know you guilty, why don't you get up and go? Because with something like that, you got to get up and go. There is, you know what I mean? But here's what his former bodyguard had.
Why do you think he didn't pull up Russell Simmons and lead the country?
They was watching him, bro. They was watching him. And then I think that he had to turn over his passport. Even if you own your own private jet, they have a system up there whereas that they supposed to check your passport and anything that need to fly as if you were flying commercial.
Why do you think he didn't pull up Russell Simmons and lead the country?
Who knows why? But if it's when the feds come in the game, loyalty is limited. So you feds, when they want you, they got you. They're not coming at you with 50% of the work done. They're coming at you with 100% tied in a bow. You better hope that it's 99 and you get off on that 1%, like Nicky Barnes maybe, and you just get lucky because no one beats the feds. It's very hard to beat the feds if you're going to try to beat the feds. That just doesn't happen. So more power to them. They said the victim was 9 at the time. All the was 14. Yeah, it's a lot of reports coming out. I don't want to say what's false and what's true, but you can only hope, at least for Puff's sake and the kids' sake, that they making some shit up, or that it wasn't the way they actually saw it. They're not making it up, but it wasn't really how maybe people are trying to perceive it. Because adults get the kids, and before you know it, you got another Michael Jackson thing happening. And the way people are dropping like flies, you only get exonerated, it seems, after death. Money is power. Getting paid is good. Wait, getting paid good. People may have had to sign non-disclosure. He got away with this. I agree with that. That's why they make NDAs. If you ever hear the term NDA, non-disclosure agreement, whatever you did with that person stays between you and that person. So if they come out with anything, you can sue them hard as you want. Pause. But you can sue them. So I know a lot of people who took that money and signed them NDAs. If you got women willing to go all the way to Dubai to get shitted on for 50 grand, you don't think people got diddled for, for maybe more? Because 100,000 is probably like $100 to Puffy. 100,000 is $1 million to most people, but it's only like $100 to Puffy. He wiped his ass with hundreds. That's nothing. But his power and his money is the reason why. Another reason as to why he can't go home. He can't get bonded or bail. It's not gonna happen, brother. You are too damn strong. Ain't nobody going. That's not likely to happen. I hope my people's pop through T and Fakwa. That'd be nice to hear from them on this topic. But yeah, Puff ain't going nowhere. They're gonna I mean, is this a part of a bigger thing? Pause. But they found well, here's some more from the ex security guard.
Yes, sir. So that showed the judge right then when he had the pink cocaine, and not another judge ain't gonna come behind that and say, yo, because he got to show where something has changed in his life. Nothing had changed since they did the raid.
So yeah, they finding pink cocaine. You just went through this shit with Cassie, so you mean your behaviors haven't changed any? And that's some real fancy shit, having pink cocaine, like some pink sniff. That shit real right there. But man, everybody's coming out the woodworks. And it's Puffy this, it's Puffy that. Puffy did this. Puffy touched my booty. Puffy tried to insert something in my booty. I mean, hey, Fakwa, what's going on? Hey, glad to hear from you. Was just asking about you. But yeah, we talk about P-Diddy, the diddler, and who he done diddled. And he seemed to have diddled everybody. Now this is where one of the conspiracy may pop out. Puff was trying to get his own tequila company. I'm guessing this is before Ciroc. And, things didn't go according to plan. But here's how that went.
Tequila. This is before the whole tequila craze. So it's like you make a deal. You make a deal like, I'm going to advance this for you so then we could be good partners and you could give me what I want, which is my opportunity for me to own my brand and to be able to build generational wealth for my kids and my people. And I just need the same 24 hours as y'all giving everybody else in your portfolio. And I couldn't get that. I had to send my people down to Mexico. And this is just to tell you what the fight is about. They went down to Mexico, and when they got down there, they found out that there was 0 agave planted for Deleon. So there was no plan for us to be successful. There was no equal treatment. The other brands, they had agave planted. They had no agave planted for me. And sometimes you have to go check even your partners to see what's really going on. And so when I saw that, I was like, nah, I'm going to fight because it's bigger than me. It's about not just me, it's about we, it's about all of us. So I chose my purpose over profit. And that's the whole DeLeon situation.
Yeah.
And that's the same. Miss Brinson, what's going on? Eli Fakwa was good. That's exactly what I mean. Like, and not only in this, there's more than just Puff Daddy. There's this person, there's that person. And another name that we keep hearing a lot is Jay-Z. That name, his name just keeps popping up. Jay-Z doing this, Jay-Z doing that. Excuse me. And after a while, that's gonna something gonna happen with that too. But I'm thinking with this tequila thing, he was trying to push. He probably threatened somebody in some type of way. And you know, when people have power, they trying to match wits, match money, whatever it is. They trying to match who has the better hand, who has a stronger hand. And maybe that or whoever kept you from getting the deal done with the tequila brand for your tequila brand is the person that's putting out the info on. I mean, you never know, but that's a small piece of conspiracy theory right there. You never really know who the hell is at fault. Now we got former making of the band, man, Freddie P, speaking on the Cheesecake Factory incident.
Okay, fun fact, a lot of people don't know. That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time. What we was talking about again? Hold on. Yeah, that's a fun fact. People don't know. People like, y'all walked and got a cheesecake. It was for Beyonce. I'll do it again. But yeah, because at first he was like, I want some cheesecake. But we took all night to do the process, right? So when we got back, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. And me and Dallon got back first. Let me tell you how green these niggas is. So I'm the type of nigga. I listen to everything you say as if it's a contract. So if you say, walk to the store or walk to get me some cheesecake, I'll walk to get you some cheesecake, but I'm not walking back. And that's just what me and Dallon did. And they like, why y'all, they hot. Like, y'all cheating. And we like, he told us to walk. He ain't tell us to walk back. So we already in the hotel like 3 hours before they got there. When they said they was coming, we went and met them in front of the building. And the first thing that nigga said out of his mouth, he said, we got the cheesecake. He was like, I don't want that shit. Take that shit upstairs for Beyonce. Then he said, they was like, yeah, man, we wanted to tell you, Fred and Dallon, they ain't walk back. Trying to be on some snitching shit. He's like, I ain't tell you niggas to walk back. I ain't tell you niggas to walk back. Y'all walk back? Like, yeah. I'm like, okay, fun.
Yeah, that's Freddie P. And he was giving the incident about the Cheesecake Factory. But I'm here with special guest Tony. What's going on, champ?
Chilly. In the building.
Yeah, we talking about Puff Daddy.
Take that.
Exactly. Nah, take your time. Um, well, basically, they got Puff. Of course, we all know they got Puff under wraps. He's about to do forever and a day. So basically, if you was with him, you about to possibly be. So I expect to see a lot of names popping up. I expect to see a lot of bullshit, a lot of snitching, a lot of ratting. Tone seems to be having technical difficulty. We ain't gonna worry about that right now.
I'm good right now.
Um, Yeah, we back. What's going on? My apologies. I had some technical difficulty. But like I'm saying, you got the Cheesecake Factory incident. I didn't know that had something to do with Beyonce being there. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. But yeah, they
All
basically
right, what's
went to
going on?
Brooklyn for Beyonce.
All right, all right.
Okay, you back, you back. Now here, people been asking about Farnsworth Bentley, like, hey, why he ain't speaking on anything? Well, here's
Around a nigga who don't want to pay you, giving millions of dollars away every night, you know, acting like he can't pay you on time, want to fill your butt, all this weird ass shit. You gonna steal from him too, nigga. I gotta have something on you. Be a thief. I gotta play with your little hole or something. Puffy, it's an addiction, turning people out. That was his addiction. That was his addiction. We didn't. There's plenty of people that he could have. It was his addiction. Y'all don't understand. I look at Bentley and all these people. Come on, man. Now that we know the monster, man, you carry the man umbrella. You was the man. I watched this man disrespect you every chance he got. Talk to you like his bitch. He talked to Harv like his bitch. His little boyfriend, girlfriend at one time. Because you have to see how they was conducting themselves. I don't want to say that about Bentley because Bentley got kids and shit. And I got respect for that nigga. Like he was one of the few niggas I fuck with. You hang around.
shout out to Chris Tom and Teeth just turned tuning in. Miss Brenton, of course, Eli, Grace Farquhar, Yellow Tape. What's going on, y'all? CeeLo, what's going on, y'all? Glad y'all could tune in. Appreciate y'all. Tone, what's going on, brother? You still here with us?
Chilling, chilling. Yeah, just took a walk around the block.
Okay. Uh, Chris Tom, what are you saying? G Dep, let's get it verse back in the 2000s sounds crazy because of what's happening to him now. No, that you are definitely right. It's like the bars are coming back to bite him. Definitely coming back to bite him. There's a lot of weird. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Puff tried to touch Uncle Jackie too, man. Some of y'all, I told some of y'all about it. They not taking me too serious, but
Damn.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Uncle Jackie, and I will be joining the Me Too movement against Puff Daddy, Puffy, Love, whatever he want to be called. Um, Puff. I went to him trying to get a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else, you got faith in the man. You know he's Mr. Take That, Take That. Pause. No Diddy, and he actually came at me sideways. So it really don't matter who it is. He just want to break bucks. And I don't mean, money. But I'm sitting here like, yeah, I got bars. I want to, I spit a few bars for him. And he sat there and sang bars to me that were weird. He was like, I got one question for you. And I'm like, yeah, what's that? And he responded with, what you gonna do when it's your turn to go? What you gonna do when you can't take no more? You gonna cry like a bitch or take it nice and slow? What you gonna do when it's your turn to go? And I'm sitting here like, hey, yo, I mean, I came for a deal. I ain't, you know what I mean, Puff? Like, I mean, my fault, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here now. And, I got up out of there and I ain't never run so fast in my life. And I'm the jackrabbit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I will be joining the suit. I'm trying to get my bread too, because this still affects me to this day. You know what I'm saying? Bad boy. Uncle Jackie, baby.
yo, he tried to take my butt, Joe. He tried to take it. I ain't want to deal that much though. I got it, Tom. What you feel about what's going on with Puff Daddy and this whole situation with him?
Shit, my boy M said it best. Nigga said, I'm like a RAPER. Got so many essays. Essays. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? R&P, rest in peace, Biggie and Pop. Both of y'all should be living. But I ain't trying to start no beef with him because he might put a hit on me like Keefy D. Get him. And that's the only way you're gonna beat killing me. Ain't gonna be on no beat silly. I beat the beat silly on the grind like teeth gritting. Self-explanatory. If your booty hole's open, Puffy's poking. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from that shit.
Yeah, yep. But I do think it's a mental thing and also like a thing of power. Like
like the thousands of bottles of baby
because you
oil.
got to think about the people that's named. Look at the people that are named. It's not like they is Little Nas X. You got dudes like Meek
No,
Mill. You got street dudes.
Keek Mills.
That's basically what I'm saying. Even whether it's true or not, the only people implicated are street niggas. They ain't got no like besides what's the white boy that can sing really well from Canada, the young boy Justin
Always.
Bieber. He's like the only one that's possibly been touched or tuned up. That's actually like soft. So yeah, everybody else is street dudes. They dudes with reputations and who got reputations that they don't want to fuck up. And that's just the kind of victims that Puff want.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
It was Puff. What with the shot?
Supposedly they was sharing a bed. So that was like now I think Usher was like 14, 15 at the time. So it's like, whoa, what's going on? Like, are we doing that? Is this what we're doing? But I think yeah, money does make people throw away their morals and dignity, self respect. People do, man. People going to Dubai to get shitted off for 50,000, man. Like human porta potties. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up, yo. And this is the world we live in today. Today, I'm gonna get into another vid. You all right over there talking about you having a lot of trouble
All
over
right,
there.
not paying attention. Not paying attention to how
But
everything is looking when I'm walking back in the house, you know.
we got Doc added to the stage.
Uh-oh.
But
What's
right
good?
now,
What's good, homie?
was goody, was goody. I'm about to get into well, we talking about Puffy and his situation. Hopefully, I mean, you want to add light to it. This yellow tape, y'all like sub to this channel, then like sub the yellow tape. We just did a
Yo,
show talking, speaking on Puffy.
yeah, I just want to add what I was hearing from you. You brought a good point about the liquor situation. We have to put into perspective that everybody know that he was doing some type of dealing, some type of funny business. You know, his parties was all exclusive. People knew what was going on. And people, if people didn't know what was going on, it was mentioned by people such as Jaguar Wright. You know what I mean? Such as people that was going there and or had firsthand experience or firsthand knowledge of these parties, and we couldn't believe it or we didn't want to believe it, and we let it drag on for years. You know what I mean? Some took it as a joke. You know what I mean? And we even allowed him to come on the night shows and mention about these parties. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted some type
Right.
of piece of it one way or another, but you have to say, why is oil coming out now? Like, what is the reason? What did he do? What triggered for all of this the fall, how it's falling now? You know what I mean? Now, yeah, we could say Cassie with the coming out with her lawsuit that opened up a can of worms. You know what I mean? But you got to see everything that was around him that was going on, the liquor situation, and he also was trying to gather black people politically to have their own political party because he felt the Democrats and the Republicans wasn't doing nothing for us. You know what I mean? Um, I just came across that,
They're
like,
not really.
you know what I mean? So we got to see what triggered
Yeah,
it and what's going on.
right. But As he said, yeah, we gotta see what's because it's a lot. It's a lot to pause, digest, or whatever. Um, you got these, like he said, Jaguar right. I'm gonna Corey. Try to play them off as if they're crazy or whatever, or they bugging out. Especially if you like Corey Feldman, he was on drugs at one point of his career. At one point in time, career kind of went down the toilet. Then he got himself clean. And he started trying to expose Hollywood. Comes off as crazy. It's never a good look when you were knee deep into getting high, needed rehabs and all these things. Then even though you're saying is fucking shit, they're gonna call you crazy as shit. Now here's an interesting take with Jaguar Wright on Faith Evans.
She knew it was going to happen. She was purposefully not by her husband's side that night. It happened, and she was told she had to lie about it. And guess what? That lie held up until that boy turned 18. And he started having ideas of what he wanted to do and what he inherited. Because the paperwork was set up for Faith to not be able to receive $1 from Biggie's estate unless it was for little Christopher. It's funny, when you ask Faith how long her and Biggie was together before they got married, the story changes every time. It was 10 days, it was 20 days, it was this days, it was that days. I'm not saying that she didn't develop feelings for him. I'm not saying that she didn't care about the father of her son. I'm saying she was hired for one job. Her being involved with Pac in the midst of all of that. But she didn't know Pac was Pac. I mean, come on. None of this shit makes sense. What really does make sense is that Diddy has had a long career of using pussy to trap niggas into making them do what he wants to do or using them to move them out the way. Struggling artists trying to make their way up, not getting the break that they needed. All of a sudden they stand next to the right guy and then now he was going.
And that's a fact.
Yeah. And to know a little bit of history of the Faith and Biggie, I really don't know it, but for what I remember at the time, Faith didn't really like Biggie, you know what I mean? Like that was like a grow on situation, and that whole backdrop when Biggie passed away and how Faith was acting, and that hit him up with Faith messing with Tupac. All of that was just like a sticky situation and how you put yourself in it. You know, at the time, it seemed just like a messy situation. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like anything big was coming from it. But now you look at it, bigger picture, you know, the grand picture, and then you be like, oh, damn, like maybe it was a setup. Maybe all of that was a get 'em, got 'em type of thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, they really went far for that. Like, we gonna get a woman, Faith, she's a little slizzer. Cause she said herself, like, you know, she did her little shit, a lot of shit back in her day. But it's like, damn, it's real elaborate, is what I'm saying. Like, but hey, who know? And people keep on, you know, they think Jaguar Wright don't know what she talking about. The things she been saying, everything is starting to poke his head out now. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Everything she's saying, so it's like there got to be truth to something. HWF Live, what's good, bro? Appreciate you for tuning in. Lila, what's going on? Yeah. Faith is dirty for the. I guess that's supposed to say Pac scandal. Definitely was. That was just filthy. But here's Jaguar Wright on more on Puffy.
Everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. People keep looking at him like he's a Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
And she been doing
Yeah,
that.
my apologies. That was her on. Yeah, that was her on Jay and Beyonce. Like I said, a lot of names are coming into this. Like I said, Cheesecake Factory thing was for Beyonce. It wasn't even for Puff. So it's like, what is Beyonce at the time? Beyonce is what, 20, 21? Because that was years ago. Like I think I was like 20, 21. So it's like, I don't know how old she is, but I know she was a youngin back then. So it's like a lot of shit coming to the light, and Hove's name has been, like I said earlier in the show, Jay Z's name has been getting thrown around like a not like a regular slide off, excuse me, like a slide off name, just all in the mud, in the dirt. And then now they coming out with Beyonce shit. Like, man, how many more people? I mean, they put out that list, man. I saw some names on the list, like. And it's fucked up because some of them names, they people probably attended the party out of love or respect for the puppet they thought they knew, and now they implicated in some shit.
Nah, I think anybody named that's coming out, it has some type of implications that it was something more than just attending a party, because like it's known that there's the party, there's the after party, and there's the after party. You know what I mean? So I just think there's a lot of things on that videotape that the feds confiscated from his home that compromised a lot of people. And in due time, it's going to come out who it compromises. But I just think if your name coming out of it is coming out due to the fact that you got a little bit more than you just going to his party. You know what I mean? And to speak on the Jay-Z and Beyonce thing, and Jaguar Wright, she been mentioning his name for a while. You know what I mean? Just like she been mentioning P-Diddy.
A long time, yeah.
It just.
I'm surprised, like HWF said, I'm surprised she ain't get touched yet. I am surprised about that.
Because if she get touched, I just think like the feds would have to just go that you have, but like do they?
It would validate everything she's saying. Yeah, it would basically validate what she's saying.
So either you're gonna have to try to make her seem like she's crazy, which was doing a good job for a while. You know what I mean? Because she was just giving a whole bunch of information that was just out there in the open, and we couldn't pinpoint it together. You know what I mean? But again, like how we couldn't pinpoint together, people that was inside that situation could have, and it was just fitting, into the puzzle that she was painting, the picture that she was painting. So it just could. Any thoughts from your from the other co-hosts, man, from the other person on the panel?
I'm about to say, Tony.
Yeah, man. Wait, don't be quiet. Could you come in and talk anytime, bro, man?
And it's just. On one part, I feel what Uncle Jack's saying, you know what I'm saying? And on another part, I feel what she's saying. Because I've heard about there being rooms beyond rooms. So maybe the unknowing, unwitting to guess part didn't know that they were partaking in shit fuck fest, you know what I'm saying, was in the front. And like the rooms that you hear about where they like, I went to go pick up my cousin, right? Because he's a rapper too that's known with him. Next thing you know, they come out the room with towels around their waist, all sweating. Like, man, don't go in there. You can't go in there. You ain't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe some of those people knew and some of those people didn't know. And that's part of the big prank. It's like guilty by association. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what, you were there. So they're like, how did you not know? 1,000 bottles of baby oil and you didn't know the shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now you got to put into perspective, and I don't mean to cut you off, is that having sex and having a sex party is nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Now, it comes down to not, are you drugging people unknowingly? And again, like what y'all was saying earlier about the NDAs, you sign a non-disclosure agreement, then if you work for me, then you can't speak about what's going on inside the parties, no matter how fucked up it may be. I mean, as long as it's not breaking the law, you're not obligated to say nothing. But having a fuck party, having a fuck fest, you know, everybody want to go to the fuck fest. You know what I mean? I mean, as not a youngin, but as an older dude, in my 20s, you know, they been having fuck fests in the Bronx. You know what I mean? You go on the chat line, you find these places. You know what I mean? But like P Diddy shit was just being recorded. It had probably upscale people there. And again, if he bring in prostitutes, whether it be male or female, coming from another country, another state, or whatever the case may be, that's sex traffic, you know, coming across state lines, and they may not know that they sex workers. You know what I mean? And these people just partaking in illegal activities without knowing they doing that, and they can't be held accountable for that. You know what I mean? Unless they knew.
Nah, you're right. I mean, you sit there, you throw some money at somebody, yo, I'm giving you 2 grand. We going over here, we going blah blah blah, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I got a friend over here, and next thing you know, hey, that two done turned into 10 or whatever it is. It's gonna be a number that somebody never saw before, because like you said, the struggling artist, the struggling person, whatever it is, the young, the youth, that money going, they're gonna be intrigued by that money.
Yeah.
Bro, like I'm just saying that and this is like it's just crazy that you're hearing the numbers of the people that's coming out 9 years old. You know, we
Yeah.
already knew that Usher was there. We already knew Justin Bieber was there at an underage time. You know what I mean? So we already knew that aspect of it, but we just didn't know how in details. But now the details is coming out. So now we fitting it in like, damn, like you did that to Usher, you did that to Justin. And then now you looking at these guys grown up now. Usher is kind of good, you know what I mean? But Usher went through his trials and tribulations as well. But Justin just like he was looking, he was going through his issues, you know what I mean? And
Right.
now what
And
you
he's gonna break soon too.
yeah. I think he's gonna be a star witness if you ask me. If you ask me, he's gonna be a star witness. And what's this light skinned dude name? That they say is kind of crazy. He always on the internet on your
Oh,
Instagram.
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown, he got some insight on it too. You know what I mean? So, and again, like we portray all these people being crazy, all these people, you know, drug addicts. You know what I mean? But if you look inside that operation about Hollywood, a lot of people do drugs. A lot of people do alcohol. Why is that? Is it because the work is too hard? Is it because the things that they ask you to do is too hard? You know what I mean? It's compromising you as a human being. It's just crazy, bro. Like you have to ask these questions.
You do. You got any take on that, Tone?
Man, I just feel like the world we live in is a fucked up place where a lot of this shit happens like this, and for the most part gets swept under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you raid a fucking man's house and not take him to jail once he comes back in around where you can get him? You know what I'm saying? You wanted something out of the house to keep you from getting in trouble. Whoever sent them, it had a big backing behind it because I don't know. Somebody raised my house. I'm pretty sure when I come back to it or go to brother's house, they got me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because they know what you're
Especially
doing.
if you had two guns with scratched up serial numbers. There's no you ain't getting out of that. You ain't leaving. They waiting for you to come to your crib. You know what I mean?
Word. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel
Basically.
about it. If some shit gets swept under the rug, it depends on who's incriminated and who's insinuated. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
different between exacerbate and exacerbate. You know what I'm saying? People don't pay attention. Don't get fooled by the illusion. People see stars and be like, "Oh, I want to go party with him." Then you get turned into cheap meals, and you be like, "I wish I never partied with him." So I'm like, there's some truth in everything, and there's too much everything about this nigga everywhere. So some of it's got to be guaranteed
True.
to be true. And if there's is, I don't know how we gonna make it as a world if shit like this continues to happen everywhere. It's not just
Yeah,
Puffy.
we will.
Puffy just the face front for it. He's the poster boy for it. So who's behind the poster boy scene? You know what I'm saying? What are they doing? That's so fucked up that Puffy's just a throwaway guy. He's the
Yep.
more fucked up
Yeah,
shit. But
he definitely might be the fall guy.
Nah, I
But
think
like
he's the
I
fall
keep
guy.
mentioning Jay Z, Beyonce names keep popping up in these things because they're a power couple. They're supposed to be the power couple, and it's time to stop sleeping on what Jaguar Wright is saying. It's time to wake up. Like his video, she's on Piers Morgan and speaking on Hov and them.
Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping
Porter?
people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
Yes.
a new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy, and everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting AirTag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for caring.
Yo, he was like, let me get you off because you doing too much.
Yeah, I mean, because you about to get me knocked out. You about to get me punched in the mouth. Let me avoid. I'm not ready for these kinds of problems, Miss Jaguar.
Yo, let me just add on to what was said from the last video as well. I don't think P-Diddy started inside this industry being a predator of any nature. I think he was a hustler. I think his ambition was very hard. He was forward, and I think he was a very he was a hustler. And I mean, that's the best way I could describe it. And I just think he came across certain things inside these areas in Hollywood and inside the music industry, where dudes asked him to perform certain things. Remember, it came out that he was doing gay stuff with the producers at one point in time. You know what I mean?
I need another drink. I'll be right back.
That got swept under the rug. So I kind of think that he was like sucked into it, you know what I mean? And end up evolving into a monster that he is, you know what I mean? Or he allegedly is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I think that drugs played a major part in changing him as well, or having the ability to get drugs and see how it manipulate people, you know, and having that power. And to touch on what you just said just now, and the book, I want to say something about the book. I don't think the book is out now. I don't think that's all Kim Porter's saying. I think that got a lot to do with the person who wrote the book. He wants to get his 15 minutes of fame at the moment. But
notoriety.
Yeah,
you got to be careful with using the term touch on. Be careful with saying touch on, man. We already got enough trouble with people touching on stuff. So just be careful with that term. You want to touch on, you know what I mean? Pause.
Oh well.
We don't need you in trouble.
I ain't, for the record, I ain't talking on nothing that ain't mine. If it ain't my girl and she's over the age of 30 something, all right. So that's all we going with that. You know what I mean? So we ain't worried about none of that other shit that they want to allege. But and I don't do drugs. I only do weed. So and you find anything inside my system that was forcibly fed to me.
Yeah, disclaimer.
Word.
Disclaimer.
But yeah, but
Gotta
I didn't.
put the.
And Aaliyah situation, that plane was overweight. You know what I mean? Now, whether she got on there drugged or not drugged, I don't know that part right there. It could be true. But they've been manipulating young young females for a while. And the industry been built like that. The world was built like that. You know what I mean? And until the Me Too movement, that's what changed the eyesight and the eye lens, the vision that we look at the world at. You know what I mean?
No, you got a point. You got tell you got something to say, brother. Say it. Speak up, brother.
No, one thing that I've never failed to mention this. Why haven't we seen Jaguar White and Charleston? I mean Jaguar White and Charleston White have just a meet and speak. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the shit that they
Charleston
would
White
talk
is
about.
a character in himself. But go ahead. I'm
Yeah, so
sorry.
imagine the two of them picking one subject and just vibing to it and going off and just putting shit out there. That that'll create mass panic into the music world, bro. That's
And,
it.
and it's crazy if you look at their history. You know, both of them. You know, names that you just named. You know, they especially Charleston White. You know, what I mean, I thought he came out from nowhere. You know what I mean? But if you look at his
He's been
history,
there.
he didn't. You know what I mean? He's for the culture.
Yeah, he definitely didn't.
He's for the positive of black people. You know what I mean? So him throwing the rhetoric and how he's talking from experiencing the streets and experiencing the world and changing and watching us get soft, as a world, you know what I mean? And seeing that, that how the industry done change and he's speaking about it, you know what I mean? And he's speaking the raw and uncut, pause. And Jaguar, right? It's like she's an ex singer. You know what I mean? She may seem like she's a
She
little.
still sing.
She may seem like she's a
Yo,
little.
to keep it 100.
Yeah.
My fault, brother.
No, don't worry.
It's funny. Like the first person I heard her with was Hove,
Yep.
and she been exposing Hove for the longest, or trying to at least. And nobody's listening until things start happening. Oh, now you want to hear me. Now you want to understand what I was saying or trying to tell you for the longest. And it's like, hey, she been saying it. She ain't crazy. Orlando Brown is fucked up, but he ain't crazy. He know what he talking about. Corey Feldman is not crazy.
Not at all.
He might be fucked up mentally or emotionally, but he ain't crazy.
But again, that's the people getting blackballed, and we don't understand that side of the business, and we don't see that side. So if they saying that they crazy, and then we seeing them not getting no parts inside, not doing this, and then they on drugs, then we taking them, or they had a relapse, or they addict, you know what I mean? And then it gets swept under the rug, and then in their time, they still speaking their talk. You know what I mean? They still saying X, Y, and Z is dirty. X, Y, and Z did me bad. But we just not. We don't have. They didn't have the platform for it. But with us having the internet now, it's more people with more voices. You know what I mean?
That's definitely a fact. You got something to add, Tom?
No, man. I'm just like I said, so much going on in this world, man. It's just not paying attention to, and it's all connected. You know what I'm saying? All of the people that are doing wrong. It's not Puffy's a centerpiece. You know what I'm saying? There were so many people that Jaguar Wright mentions that were also in these parties. So neither here nor there. But now that I know she started off with Hove, that put things in a lot of perspective for me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just fucking late to the party, I guess.
And when she started off with Hope too, like it was a big controversy when she sung that part in his song. Like I think it was like a cover up that she didn't get the credit for it. I think, and someone else, like a mainstream artist, like got the credit for it or something like that, or sung that or re-sung that part from her because she was acting. It was a controversy with it when it came out, and like I said, like when you hear it from the outside of the industry, you think it's just someone getting the raw end of the stick and or not getting their due part, what they feel is due what they do to them, and we just take them as being sore, being sore, whatever you call it, being sore losers type shit. You know what I mean? And then when again 10 years, 15 years later come down the line, the truth or situations come out and come to the light, it'd be like, oh damn, this lady was telling the truth for so long, like we didn't believe her. And look how she got bashed, look how she got down, look how she had to live her life because everybody was saying that she's a bad person. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate when you have the facts and you have the evidence, and you looked at like they looked at witches back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
She's lucky that they skinned her already.
Facts.
Like somebody said it though, but
Mm-hmm.
she is lucky that no one has skinned her because she's coming out with. And I believe if you do skin her, what happens is what she said becomes more valid.
Yep. So you could make
So
her.
you really can't skin her.
Make her look like she crazy. Let her go over her rhetoric and let her talk until till her time is done.
And it's being proven though. Her rhetoric is being proven as facts, as factual rhetoric.
Yeah.
So it's coming out now that Jaguar Wright is not a psycho. She's not a bitter artist.
Yeah, facts.
She's not this, that, and the third. And fellas, like I said last week, the last time we did this shit, man. If somebody violating you, bro, you gotta let that shit be known, bro, because sitting there and letting that shit fester, it ain't gonna be too good, man. For real, man. It's okay. Hey, I'm gonna play this little piece from my man Tyrese. Cause that shit is stuck. Now, I may not do the shit myself, but I agree for normal people.
Think about, Brother Paul Walker, and I think about
John
Singleton, your mother.
Divorce. Both of my sisters died.
Your sisters. People don't look at divorce as grief, but you did. You lose things, You probably lost a lot of friends when you went through your mental health breakdown. Have you really taken the time to deal with all of that grief? Or do you just try to stay busy to avoid it?
I'm doing the best I can with every 24 hours I get. That's it.
Get some tissue for me, brother.
No, I don't need no tissue. Black men cry.
That's right.
F***ing tissue. Every 24 hours I get, I'm doing the best I can. Beautiful Pain, 1992. There is no square footage I could ever live in. There is no rims, no jewelry, and no car. There is no net worth. There is no press release. There is no co-star. There is no collaboration in the world that could ever replace my mama.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah, like Tyrese said, it's all right, man. It's facts, man. Like, I mean,
let me
you gotta let that shit out. Pause.
And it's crazy that you put that up there. You know what I mean? And not to cut the other host off either. You know what I mean? Like I said, jump in anytime that you want to, brother. I just seen something today, and it was about the football players. Oh shit! It was Ocho Cinco. Same type of situation, bro. And he was talking about his mom passing away, and I think his sister or someone else passing away, and he just got choked up talking about his mom's past. Yo, bro, like, and it just made me think about we need to do another mental health show. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, we don't talk about these things, bro, and we heavy hearted, bro. We heavy hearted, and our mind is be having a whole bunch of weight and a whole bunch of things going at 1,000 miles an hour. You know what I mean? And a lot of us don't have that proper circle to where they could go back and talk to people. You know what I mean? And I'm just speaking for myself. You know what I mean? And I just know that I lost a big piece of my circle at one point, a couple of years back, and to lose that big part of that circle, you know what I mean? And I mean your emotion, not your emotional circle, but your supporting circle, I'm saying, you know what I mean? And to lose that and not to have nobody to go back on and have that support. Yeah, you may have a girl, yeah, you may have a best friend, but sometimes you don't want to bring that situation to them because it may affect your relationship with them, you know what I mean? Because you may look for a certain answer, or you maybe look for a certain reaction, you may not get it, and then that may be a bigger, present a bigger picture or bigger problem to the situation. So with me just saying that, you lose people when you lose a support system, you have to build it back up if you can. But some people can't build it back up. It's hard to build back up.
Because it ain't people really out here to support you. They're here to do the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for you to fall. Wait for you to whatever, fall off. Wait for you to catch a hitch in your step.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know, man. I'm kind of thankful for me building my brain and myself to being the way it is, because I mean, to put it blankly, bluntly, I don't give a fuck, man. It is what it is. Whatever happened it happened. I can't do shit back there. What the fuck is in front of me?
Yeah, but you see, as much I believe you in that too, because you my brother, you know what I mean? I know you, you know what I mean? So when you say that, I believe you 100%. But that still don't take from the fact you still human being, bro. Like, no matter what you say to me and you know what I mean? You still have to live that truth and that life, you know what I mean? So, and just to go back, and I don't know what type of darkness you have amongst yourself, you know what I mean? Or what type of grief that you do amongst yourself, but it's just hard as an individual, I would think, you know what I mean? As a man. A female, you can share that emotion amongst other females. You got a mother, you got a sister, you got a best friend, you know what I mean? We don't have that supporting system for us as black men.
We have it amongst each other. We just don't maybe not use it.
We don't utilize it
yeah. Like, bro, when things happen, bro, I call you first, my nigga. I don't mind. I don't mind when tragedy strikes, man. Call this motherfucker. He might say some shit that, you know what I mean? Make shit a little easy. He might tell a fucking joke or something. Let me call this nigga Doc. Let me see what's good. Nigga, you have been my first calls a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times. You may not know it. You may not know what the fuck I'm calling you for.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's a luxury. Everybody don't have the luxury. Nigga, you can call me. People do call me. It's a luxury. I'm going to answer the fucking phone. And when I'm saying to people out here, like, find somebody. If you got to tune into the fucking show to fucking, get some of your anger, or just to talk to somebody, be around people who understand. Come through.
Or curse us the fuck out. We don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Definitely don't, because we just gonna laugh and curse your ass out back.
Mm-hmm.
But to keep it 100, shit. Every man needs an outlet. Every man needs an outlet. Every person, period. Man, woman, children need outlets.
Facts. Yep.
I ain't saying I'm gonna sit here and be your best fucking friend. I ain't even sitting here saying that I'm gonna tell you some shit you gonna like. But I'm always keeping 100 with you.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, whether I know you or not, I'm gonna keep it a fucking stack with you for real.
Yeah.
Don't let it be a problem with shorties. Then you might not even want to talk to me because everything when it comes to females is fuck her, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's gonna be fuck her. If she ain't doing what the fuck. She ain't with your program as a man. She ain't with your program. Let her go. Fuck is you trying to impress her for? She need to impress you. But I'm getting off of that. But yeah, man, men do need this, like, especially men that might have got the fucking puffy treatment from somebody else. The alleged puffy treatment. I'm gonna say that.
But as a man, how do you discuss that? Like, how do you talk to your boy?
That is a fact.
Like, how do you come out and be like, "Yo, son, I got touched by the pastor. The pastor made a move at me." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And even though
Shit, it might be your uncle, might be their uncle.
and even though you may not be, your man ain't gonna go, ain't gonna go hard on pause or on you as far as crack a whole bunch of jokes if it's a serious conversation, but you still gonna have the. I don't know. I don't know how as a man would you come across and have that conversation.
I don't.
With another man.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, my nigga. I have no fucking clue because it's never happened. It's like one of those questions that if it ain't happening, you can't speak on it, bro. You can't tell how a person feeling. You don't know none of that shit. But I don't even think that you want to delete people when you're old enough and you realize you hearing people talk, your own friends talking about, yeah, this is mad pause and the pause, and you know what I mean? You just hearing shit, you like, damn, that shit is. Am I pause?
Yeah.
Am I a part of the coalition? You get what I'm saying? Like
You will question yourself, man. How do you
are.
how do you even open up about that? I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't
And
know.
Tone, I mean, I know you over there quiet. I mean, feel free to add, he keep telling you, like we keep saying, but I know you also had to leave early too. So if, you know what I mean, just let us know. You know what I mean? Just talk to us, brother. We here.
Yeah.
Like we
Also,
telling these brothers on the chat in the chat. We here, man. Like shit, yellow
I'm just
tape.
sitting here watching. I'm just sitting here listening, man. The two brothers with some positive history, vibing out to some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody need. Just to reiterate that, man. Everybody needs a best friend in their life. One that's gonna keep it light with it, but at the same time, not sugarcoat shit.
yeah,
You gotta
fact.
have
Right.
somebody that you can come to that ain't you know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't gonna make it, but nobody needs a fucking yes man
Yeah, in
to
fact, you
put
took the
shit in the
word.
world.
I didn't want to cut you off, but we took the word right out of my brain, bro. Pause. You know what I mean? Because you don't want no yes man
Yeah,
around you. You want someone to be able to stand firm on what their beliefs are and not to be able to switch sides on you. You know what I mean? That's why I appreciate Jack. You know what I mean? Because Jack is that dude that he ain't gonna tell me no bullshit, and he ain't gonna tell me anything. You
real.
know what I mean? And he also ain't gonna tell me anything that I want to hear either. You know what I mean? Because
No.
no,
It's not gonna help you, bro.
he's gonna tell me what he feel and be like, yo, listen, I know such and such, you're looking at such and such in the wrong eyes right now, but you know what I mean, I'm still rock with that person, but I understand what you're going through and I respect that, you know what I mean? And again, and like I said, sometimes you may want to call somebody, you don't want to hear that right there. So if you don't want to hear the truth, then you're not gonna call Jack for that, you know what I mean? So if you ain't ready for the truth, then you don't need you don't need that type of person around you either. But I just don't like nobody to be like yes, or when you're doing wrong, encouraging you continue on doing the wrong behavior. You know what I mean? Someone need to say you need to get your house in order for your house. You fucking up your house. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a fact, bro. Because the women already doing it to each other. They keeping each other fucked up. I'm not trying to delve into that situation, but you sit there with a woman, your best friend. You're a woman. Your best friend is there with you. You're sitting there asking her like, why don't these, fellas, why can't I attract them like you do? But you're not gonna sit there and say because you're 70 pounds bigger than me. You're not gonna tell her
Exactly.
that. I'm gonna sit there and tell you why you're not getting them. You a clown, you a sucker, and you fall for everything they fucking say. You might not like how that sounds. That's why I say when it comes to women, unless you're ready to hear some motherfucking raw, that Colombian Bam Bam, then don't holler at me, because then you're gonna be mad at me and you're gonna hate me because you're weak. But I mean, if you're ready for it, if you tired of this shit, you know what I mean? Hit me up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I might not hit you 10 seconds after you drop the goddamn whatever, but shit, I'll get back to you. I will tell you. And it might lead with you doing some weak shit, bro. Your foundation is trash. You letting motherfuckers run all over you, male and female. And sometimes from either fucking reading shit that people say, I can know what kind of person you are already. So like the whole point of everything, like Stop and Share, beyond that is the more you sit there and wait with that hurt and that fucking fear and all that shit just sitting there on yourself, you're gonna snap and do some shit you fucking regret while you sitting there waiting on arraignment.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
Because I sat there like, and I often pictured like, what if I was one of those people? What if I was one of those real Me Too people? And then I sat there and said, well, by the time you were a certain age, you wouldn't have never made it to Me Too, because you would have been in, you'd have been behind under the fucking jail because you done did some shit and you done went way beyond what was needed for you to get your revenge.
Facts. That's facts.
I tell people I'm a vengeful. I don't believe in souls and none of that shit. But if you want to say I have the soul, my shit is vengeful. My shit, I'm gonna get you. I don't care how long it takes, man. I'm gonna fucking get you, and I mean that shit. I'm gonna get you. So I don't even want to imagine being puffied or being violated in such a way where my brain every fucking 20 seconds diverts back to that fucking situation because I'm now unsure of myself. Am I a real man? Am I a part of the Rainbow Coalition, the new one? Am I a part of Alphabet City? Whatever you want to fucking call it. I'm not sitting here with all of that. I'm not. It's just not gonna happen. And I'm not the only person that's like that. So you gotta pause, reach out, talk to somebody. I was gonna say touch someone, but reach out and talk to somebody, B. Talk to anybody. Not anybody, but talk to somebody that's shit. Sometimes talking to strangers does work.
Yep.
Somebody that you ain't never gonna see again in your motherfucking life.
Yep.
Take a trip to Albuquerque. Take a trip to Albuquerque. When the fuck are you gonna be in Albuquerque? Never.
I'll say that.
Go there. Go to the fucking mall. Find a pretty lady or a pretty handsome gentleman, and tell him this crazy shit. Fuck up his whole day, but get it off your chest. And he's gonna get over it because this thing didn't happen to him. But he or she may, empathize with you. They may sympathize. Whichever one is whichever thighs goes with it.
Mm-hmm. It's true. That's facts. That's
facts. Mental health is some real shit, bro. Imagine how many people we was with in Brooklyn, Doc. Think about it. How many people got that shit kept to themselves?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people, bro. And then a lot of people took paths that they wasn't really supposed to be on because they came across a situation where they needed to talk about it, but they didn't have the outlook, or they didn't have that way that to release it. You know what I mean? They released it in a different way. You know what I mean? A lot of anger. I've seen a lot of people release it off anger and then get themselves locked up.
That's
I'm
sorry, brother.
And I'm just thankful, for in my situation that I had a person come through, and as a young dude, and I'm an old dude, you know what I mean? I'm an old head as young and call it, you know what I mean? But I had a young dude had to put me in the place, and not even put me in the place, but put things in perspective, and I had to catch myself, man. I'd have been doing 15 in life, you know what I mean? 10, doing 10, at least 10, you know what I mean? And
bro.
That because there was no reason behind it at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But you couldn't tell me that at the time. The glory was doing this shit, you know what I mean? The glory was that everybody know that I did this shit, you know what I mean? And it was what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
like, you got anything to add, T.O.? I'm about to go pour me another drink because this shit pissing me off. And I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You dig?
Yep.
Just give me a few. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Yo, T.O., our favorite bus driver doing the same shit for somebody else, man.
For real, right now. You can
Yeah.
hear it. Let me check the
Feel
window.
free to, drop your knowledge.
Well, my thing is like, I noticed lately we all been saying that pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know, it's it's when did it
Please go get
become?
mental health.
When
Talking
did it become
to
something like a
possibly
fucking epidemic? You know,
now
everything is
ill free weeks.
pause. Everything is cringe. E- Everything is an ick. You know what I'm saying? It's because the world is right in their minds. Sometimes it's
it's
like,
only in our community, you know what I mean, to be honest with you. And I kind of think it's just, I mean,
Well, he doesn't.
it's more so, and Jack, I'm just speaking for Jack terms, you know what I mean? And Jack Wade, he came from New York, you know what I mean? Uptown was heavy on it, boys, you know what I mean? And I'm from Brooklyn, you know what I mean? We say pause, but we ain't heavy on it because we ain't on it like that, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I feel like I brought that shit to Brooklyn.
you
I
be
feel like I brought that shit to Brooklyn.
again,
I'm gonna say that shit now.
you be around someone that says so much, you know what I mean? And then when you are not around that person, you still not, you're not saying pause, you know what I mean? But then when you interact with that person, now you just watching how you. It's more so be more intellectual and watching how you talk, you know what I mean? Instead of saying pause, to be honest with you, that's how I
Yeah, but
really.
I understand the pause, you know what I'm saying? Between y'all two, it's like a language. You know what I'm saying? It's part of y'all language. It's not something that what I'm talking about is these YouTubers who are now, I'm making air quotes, everybody, uh internet celebrities. You know what I'm saying? When did it become so horrible to be yourself? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying in part of
Oh,
that. You know,
because
I understand you guys because it makes sense for what you're saying.
and
But
I
it's a lot of people that say different things, and it's not like what you're saying. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And then on top of that,
Oh,
like
they don't understand.
how how you can
No,
be you being yourself is suddenly cringe. You know what I'm saying?
you
How
you
you being yourself is an ick. You know,
you
all these new terms that are coming out where everybody's got a problem with you being yourself. But if I become somebody fake just for you, you're gonna think that I'm full of shit. So it's a no-win situation where no where these people are teaching the world to become nowhere near responsible for anything. Nobody takes accountability for shit.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
you go out and you fuck 50 people during the holiday or a cruise or something, it's empowerment. But if I say something, it's toxic masculinity. It's you know
Cause you know why? Cause it's the policies and how, especially for these content creators, you come on this platform, any platform, you try to be yourself, you get censored, you get blackballed, you get taken off this platform, you get hit with strikes,
Right.
you speak your mind.
Unfairly.
And it's not a human being judging you. It's a bot saying you said this word or you said and it offends the community. You know what I mean? Everybody's so offensive, and it started out with the Patriot Act. You know what I mean? It changed the lens, and just like I said with the Me Too movement, it changed the lens on how we look at the world and how the world interacts with one another. You know what I mean? So now, September 11th happened. We blame the Muslims, yada yada yada. So now we wanna invade all the Americans now because because some Americans supposed to help the Muslim get the passports and get X, Y, and Z. So now let's violate all Americans now. Let's be able to go inside their data. Let's be able to go and this and that. And we allow it because out of fear, we like, oh, it's going to better our country. And look what prevention did it have that happen? How many times has someone been violated by the government going inside your shit? You know what I mean? So what's the pros and cons of it? You know what I mean? So it changed the lens of the world and how we look at things. And again, we have to go by these policies that put into place, such on YouTube. You can't say Israel. You can't say Palestine. You can't say certain things that's going to get you a strike or go against. You know what I mean? It hurts somebody's feelings.
Well, thanks for saying that here.
What the fuck?
Yo, but everybody that's just tuning in, we spoke about Puffy for about an hour and about 5 minutes. Then we delved off into mental health. And, now we're just having a conversation amongst men. And to the men out there watching, is always someone that'll hold you down, brother, in places you least expect it. Like, you know what I mean? Life hit hard, man. People don't realize that shit, especially if you've been with your mother the fucking whole time. This has nothing to do with her. This has to do everything to do with you. You sat there and you stayed on your mother's bosom for too fucking long, and now you fucked, or some shit may have happened to you when you was little and your mind is fucked. Either way, man, men are really fucked in this world. Like literally and physically, man. Hopefully it's not physical for you. But I mean, I said literally and physically. I mean, I guess literally and emotionally. But the point of it was there's always somebody to reach out to. And if you got to talk to a stranger, shit, feel free to reach out to Yellow Tape, reach out to Uncle Jackie. There's no problem. We are grown ass men. We ain't got time to laugh at you. We ain't got time to laugh at your shit. We might have been through it, except for essays and things of that nature. But if you still need to talk about that, you know what I mean, with nobody talking and interrupting you, feel free, man. I don't, you know what I mean. I don't want to include you, Yellow Tape, but I know you don't give a fuck neither. You are you a helper, youngster out.
I think I was sexual assaulted when I was younger, to be honest with you. You know what I mean, by a female. You know what I mean. But I don't know.
Yeah, but that ain't the way. I'm about to say, nigga, that ain't the way that these, like, somebody else might have been. See, at least that's some shit you could take to the grave and smile at. Some of these dudes, they going, ooh.
Yeah, so it's like it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. It just
that's all you can say is you don't know. That's why you just listen to them while they talk and just let them talk. And then if there's a window for you to say something or ask something, just ask it. That's just me. That's just the psychologist and Uncle Jackie. See, we don't talk about what Jackie went to school for, or schooling, because I don't think that shit is important. But yeah, man, just like shit. If you got it to where you could sit there, look in the mirror, and talk to yourself, then do that. Because I'm gonna keep it 100. That's what I do. I sit there and talk to myself because my head is up my own ass so far that I think only I can understand me. And then that's where I come away with, listen, that's how I handle situations, the way I handle them. I sit there, look in the mirror, and ask myself, like, if I feel like there's some rainbow coming out of me in the form of fucking water from my eyes, it's like, what is that helping? Doesn't help, does it? You're still gonna be a bitch tomorrow. So you know what I mean? You gotta come to grips with shit, man. Come to realizations. That's just me. That's how I handle shit, man. Hey, it is what it fucking is, man. I lost my fucking money. My money is gone. I'm not getting it back. How the fuck can I make up for it? I'm on to the next fucking step.
No,
I'm on to the next step.
No, but you still angry. You still angry about losing your money though.
I am, but there's nothing, like I said, like I looked in the mirror and said, there's nothing I can do about it, bro. Nothing. That money gone. That shit, somebody else is having fun with that right now. Shit, remember on my birthday, bro? I think I was just turning 27. I came to your crib. I fucking lost like 200 and some dollars on the way from the queue to the bus. I forgot which bus it is to your crib. But I had lost two, and we went back looking for this shit, hoping to find it. I think that's the same time we went and bought $250 worth of scratch offs.
Oh, okay.
We bought the whole fucking box, the case. Yeah, I had fucking what did I do? I was like, hey, that money gone. That shit. I moved on, bought $250 worth of scratch off. We split that bill, and then I bought me a pair of fucking very limited because I never seen them again. Very limited 97 Air Max, blue and white and gray. Never seen them again. But like the point is, move the fuck on. I mean, you can sit there and have the thought, have the feeling a little bit, but it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help none. The what could have been is corny now. That shit is corny. Just move. You lost. That's all. I mean, you fucking lost. Now, when it's more than money, either become a fucking boxer, MMA fighter, whatever, football player, somewhere where if you don't feel like talking, because everybody's not built to talk, you get to get your anger out. You get to fucking tackle somebody beyond the line of scrimmage, and you get to hit them hard and not go to jail for it. You get to kick somebody in their fucking head. You get to choke somebody out. This is UFC now, not football. Crazy bastards. But you get to choke somebody out. You get to put them down. I'm a crazy bastard too. For you crazy bastards out there, we all got a little crazy bastard in us. You know what I mean? It's outlets. Find yourself a fucking outlet if you're not a talking person. You got to find a way to get through that shit. Train and train and train. And not only while you're training your body, train your fucking brain. Train your mind.
I think that's one of the biggest things.
Because if you don't talk, you are all you got. If you are all you got, then you got to realize, listen, that shit is back there. It's not your fault. Some people are devious, cruel, and evil. It's not your fault.
And salute to you, because like I know you ain't weak-minded, dude. You know what I mean? For the shit that you've been through and the struggles that you had to endure. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy that, you know, if I was a weak-minded dude, we wouldn't be here right now hosting no show. You know what I mean? We be somewhere at 125th Street, Zombie Land, in Kensington somewhere. You know what I mean? Out here in Philly or some shit. You know, with some bugged out place. Where
you keep saying Kensington, we got a Kensington out here. It's a Kensington out here. Every time you say that shit, but the Kensington out here, you wouldn't mind living there. So
yeah,
I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
So it just
your Kensington is probably our 5 points. That's probably our 5 points.
Yeah, probably so. It's fucking. When I say Kensington out here, it's fucking like 125th Street before you left. You know what I mean? Before the good shit, you mean? Yeah.
Oh, 125th ain't 125th no more, bro. 125th is popping now. You can't even. I mean, except for Lexington, because K2 done destroyed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Like murder on Willard.
Speaking on K2, do not resort to the drugs, man. Do not resort to the drugs, because that shit is even with smoking bud. You are calm, yeah, but for how long? An hour, hour and a half. So whatever else you taking, it's the same shit. You got to come back to fucking reality. And reality is going to slap the shit out of you. It might kick you in your fucking balls.
A lot of people turn to liquor. Liquor don't do nothing but get your aggressiveness up. So you don't need to drink no liquor if you...
Definitely don't drink no liquor.
I mean...
But this ain't about me though. I gotta. You know, I got people who love me. So shit. And I don't have any. My traumas are mostly like vengeful plots against people who didn't give me fair ones and shit like that. So I mean, I can kind of live with myself without, you know, without the alcohol. It's just fun for me. But like on a serious note, before I end up, you know, really getting tipsy, man, reach out and touch someone. Pause. Use your phone, man. You got a homie. Find you, and you know what's good to have? It's good to have friends of every facet. Because it's for a fact in my life, I have friends. Let's say I got Group A, they will not fuck with Group B because Group B are weirdos. Then I got Group C who won't fuck with Group A or B. Then you got Group D. Like I have factions of friends. I got my niggas in the streets. They will not fuck with my niggas who schoolboy niggas. They won't fuck with them. But I mean, the point is to have. Now I mean, know who your people are and use them and let them use you because it's love at the end of the day. If they're your people, is what I'm saying. Your people are supposed to use you and you're supposed to use them. But it's supposed to be love with the usage. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, stop being, I mean, I can't tell you to stop being scared because that, like, some shit is bigger than Nino Brown, to be for real. Like, to be for real. And a friend of yours, you know what I mean? You could test the shit out. Use fake stories. Use, some shit. Say it was you. See if the shit gets back to you. You know if you can confide in the person or not. And don't confide in no woman that you are dealing with. Never. She is never for you to confide in, bro. Never. Because whatever she thinks of you, you just lost some motherfucking points. Never confide in your lady, your woman, your wife, your bitch, whatever you want to call her. You never confide in her. Never. If you just tune in, like I said, we spoke on Puffy for over an hour. This next half is basically mental health. Uncle Jackie, this is Doc 0528. Like, sub, and share on my page at Harlem HNIC. Like, sub, and share Doc 0528. And we here with our boy Tony.
Word.
But go ahead, Doc. You sound like you was about to say something.
No, I probably was going to say that, yeah, I mean, I was going to try to rebut for what you said about don't confide in your girl, but, you know, you can't nowadays, bro. Like, real talk, like, if you ain't got that bond with her already, or you ain't established that bond, I don't think you should tell her anything. But now, if you got a bond with your shorty, and you
now listen, I'm gonna say this. Listen, I'm gonna say this because I know where you're going, and I know why you was gonna say what you was gonna say. You can confide in your wife, bro. I can confide in mine. Yeah, you can.
Everybody
You really
can't do that,
bro.
though.
You can read them like I can. Say it again. I just want everybody to know you don't have what we got, or you don't know if you have what we got. So I ain't gonna tell you to do what we do. You can't do what we. I still don't confide in my wife, and I know I can, but I won't because I have a mirror. I got like 4 of them.
Okay, so maybe
I have 4 of them.
Maybe that's the level I'm on. Maybe that I could with mine, but I just don't, bro. Like after this,
You're not supposed to, bro.
After Spanish Mama, even after
you're not supposed to.
I didn't tell her nothing because I knew that was gonna blow up. You know what I mean? But it just like, gee, our chicks is bugged the fuck out, especially y'all young chicks. You know what I mean?
Listen, bro.
Maybe I need to start messing with chicks more.
Oh, they not shit because you know why they not shit, bro? Because their mothers weren't shit, and their mothers have yet to realize, like, damn, I wasn't shit. I did this, that, and the third. All they doing is sitting there blaming somebody else for the shit they did. But I don't want to talk about these hoes. We here for the bros. We here for the bros. So if you're a lady here, of course, salute to you. This is not no sexist or no fucking misogynistic panel. It's just we're bros. It's men here, so we're gonna know how to talk to men and women anyway. We tried to help. Well, Uncle Jackie tried to help him. Like, hey, maybe if you stop doing this and do that, man, you know. And women bother you for advice because they know you know a lot of shit about when it comes to whores. So you try to give them this advice. They sit there, yeah, I'm gonna do that. They do what the fuck they want to do, and then they come back to you like, I should have listened to you. Do not come back to me. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. I swear, if I sat there and told you A, B, and C, and you decided to do X, Y, and Z, do not come to me and tell me I should have listened to you. You listen to what you want to listen to, and that's a single, because you hard of hearing. But I don't want to talk about them. We're going to keep it on us. Don't share shit with your woman that she can't see for herself. If somebody dies, of course, she knows that. She's seen it. Yeah, that she knows you're going to be feeling some kind of way. The Chevy Cavalier that don't sit well with you today. That's not for her to know. That is not for her to know. Because believe it or not, that's how bodies pop up. Because as soon as she gets mad at you, 1967 is going to get thrown in your face. And you know what you're going to throw in her face? Nothing. You're going to throw your hands around her fucking throat and tell her, this is exactly what you're going to say. Say it again. Say it again. What happened in 1967, bitch? If you're going to mean to let go, you're going to forget how fast a minute goes. That everybody can't hold their breath for a minute. So that it stops. And when it stops, you're gonna sit there. You're gonna let that person go. Oh shit! What the fuck have I done?
That's
you
true.
Think that helps?
That's true.
You think that fucking helps?
That is so true.
Yo, I'm gonna put this one on the line. Nobody don't even know this. Now I had said I didn't even consider that shit confiding because I just kept it 100. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And 5'10", just so L will know. Just so Doc will know. 5'10", if you remember. 5'10" threw that shit in my face. I put a pillow over 5'10's face like 6 or 7 times, bro.
You gotta catch yourself. No.
Did I? I took the pillow off her face, and then I heard the, and I was sitting there like, oh shit. Right back under, fuck you. But I was 20-something years old. That's what I'm trying to tell niggas now. And I did that shit, and I was sitting there saying, back underwater you go. There was no water. It was a fucking pillow. It was no fucking water, because it was like, bitch, are you trying to play me? And that's what you're going to feel, brother. I'm telling you now, man. Do not say shit to no bitch.
He was shogun. And Bruce Leroy head under the water. Who's the master?
Yo, and I ain't never tell Doc that shit. Doc know exactly what I'm talking about, and that's literally 20 years ago. Back under the water you go. Back under the water. There's no water. What does that mean? That means I lost my fucking brain for about a minute or two.
Snap. That snapping shit is real.
Exactly.
That shit is serious.
And I never let that shit happen again.
Yep.
And I was so embarrassed. That's why Doc just finding out 20 years later.
But you see, and that's the reason why, like I said, that I know you're in a weak mind to do, because a weak minded dude would have felt that. They would have killed that. Then he would have been on the run for hiding the body or some shit. It led to something that was more than. You know what I mean? Like shit get deeper, bro. From the first.
And all I would have had was my motherfucking Air Max 97s. I'd have been running with them shits.
It's just crazy, bro.
But shit is real, fellas. Shit is real. Shit is real, man. Like, sub, and share. It's all love here for the most part. And if you weak, if you want to hear the nicer version of what I'm gonna tell you, feel free. Doc0528. He's gonna tell you the same shit. It's just gonna be nicer. I'm ripping the fucking band-aid off. I ain't got time. I just don't. And then feelings. Honestly, I just don't care. And that might be fucked up. I just don't.
And nowadays, it depends what type of time I'm on is a chat that you gonna get from me because you may get something. I may not give it to you so settled. You know what I mean? I may give it to you like how you don't really want it. Pause. You know what I mean? You make a damn like I thought this nigga was gonna give it to me easy. And this nigga done gave it to me raw and uncut. Pause. You know what I mean?
The Puffy way. Gave you the Puffy. You got Puffy, nigga. But it's somebody to talk. Nobody ain't got time to lie to you, youngin. Or a nigga that's our age, because that makes it even worse if you our age or you close to it or you a certain. Once you pass 25, bro, you should fucking know better. You should know better. And sitting there with the we can tell you easy to walk over, nigga. Like, it'll be to a point where if it gets so bad, I'll be sitting there like, yo, I'm gonna need a dub for my time, bro. I'm gonna need a dub. Because I know I could lead motherfuckers to having spines.
I don't know.
But
I just can't let a dude beat me upside the head talking to me, bro. Like you ain't
gonna. Oh, that's not gonna. Oh no, a bitch doing it is worse. Because at least if a dude do it, and I'm sure if he used the right words, you can sit there like, all right. And then when you punch him in the face, you won't feel bad. You can't do that to a woman. But Tone, let's get into your last thoughts because we about to wrap it up.
Man, in terms of Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy, and then the mental health, and then
Doc. In terms of Diddy, I'm just waiting to see what else pops out of this rabbit hole because it goes deep. I'm pretty sure people are putting together iceberg videos of it as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen just a piece on Kim Porter, So to get a chance, it's two YouTubers. I forgot the names, but they tie so many conspiracy theories together just from this book that was just found out about. So that's crazy. And in terms of mental health, man, trust me, I'm right there with you. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is very positive. It's a shame that a lot of people think that all our problems aren't tied together. You have a problem, I have a problem. You know, we hurt together. No matter what people say, we're all connected. So your negativity, if I'm not well versed, will attach yourself to me and start making my day and my time negative. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so empathetic towards people. I'm an empath. I don't like big crowds of people, but I used to love to get out there on stage and do things. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed life. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is very important. Don't let somebody tell you that you can't do something. If you got your heart set on doing it, it's not going to put you in jail, in the ground, or in hell. Do it. You only got one life. You might as well live it. And towards the last ending part of what you were saying, I I tend to look at even if you open up to her from and instead of her going the opposite way of what you said and it causing the problem, suppose she does everything that she feels is exactly like you asked for, not what she thinks she wanted, but what you asked for. What's even worse than her talking shit is her not saying anything and but seeing you in a different way. Some when we say you should never open up to your girl, the ramifications for it are endless, but none of them are positive. That's what I'm ending on. You
Facts.
know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Word. Word. I mean, I don't
Yo,
even.
appreciate you, Tone. Yo, yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Nah,
Appreciate you, Tone. Appreciate you, dropping some knowledge. Word. Appreciate you coming out too. But go
that,
ahead, Doc. My
that,
apologies.
that was Jews right there. And I mean, I just want to leave it on that note because we need to take heed to that. And I mean, and move on that note. Um, Talking on the P Diddy thing. Like we touched the other day on it, like 3,000 cases
See, there
came.
you go touching again. There you go touching again, bro. I just
Listen,
pause,
told you about touching shit.
I'm touching myself.
pause,
You know what I mean?
I just told you
pause,
about touching shit.
quadruple pause.
Pause.
Stop touching on shit, bro.
Fact, pause. Yo,
Pause.
okay. Um, on P Diddy issue,
Spoke on.
3,000
Right.
people came across the lawyer's desk or lawyer's phone. You know what I mean? He took over 100 cases, bro. That's only the tip of the iceberg that we're about to see and witness. Like Tone just said, you is a whole bunch of internet investigators that's going to put pieces and of these puzzles together. Some may fit right and may be the wrong piece of the puzzle, but with the information that they have, it's going to fit so well. You know what I mean? So like this is going to get drawn out for a while. Names is going to be involved that P Diddy going to speak of. It's going to be names that this lawyer agency going to speak of, and it's going to take people down. And um, how deep is this rabbit hole? Only the Lord knows. You know what I mean? And talking on the mental health issue, yeah, man. Like it's just crazy. Like how you brought up an issue about a man talking about his death and his family and his mental issues that he was going through, and I just happened to see that with Chad Ochocinco, and he just like broke down and and we don't know how to react sometimes with it. You know what I mean? So we need to talk to people, whether it be a therapist, whether it be a friend, whether it be a stranger, just getting it out and you airing it out, not just to yourself and not to just the people that is going to yes you or just going to put it, in the cabinet and then deal with it when they ready to deal with it. You know what I mean? You just need some answers sometimes. Sometimes you just need to air it out and someone just to hug you sometimes. You know what I mean? Like how many times
Anybody ever try to hug me, I'ma fuck you up. Anybody ever try to hug me, I'ma beat your fucking ass.
and you probably need the biggest hug, nigga. You know what I mean? Pause.
I'm good.
But sometimes we just need that, and it could be sincere from people, but if the grip ain't right, you know what I mean? Pause. You know what I mean? If the grip, if the grip ain't right, then you know what I mean. It you may need someone else to hug you. You know what I mean? But you just need somebody sincere that's going to put you in the right direction when you going through your struggles. Because everybody got some struggles. You know what I mean? And believe in the universe. Be honest with you, like
Yo,
believe in what the universe present in front of you, because sometimes your blessings could be what you think is not a blessing. You know what I mean? It could stop you from going somewhere where you didn't need to be at that time. You know what I mean? You missed the bus. Your car caught a flat tire. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't know why things happen. So just, be in the moment and take it for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, appreciate you, Yellow Tape, for coming through, and I appreciate your comment. Tone, again, appreciate you for coming through, appreciate your comment. As far as Puffy goes, Puffy is going to be in a world of hurt. That's why it was imperative for him to really try to get that bail. Because if he'd have got that bail, he'd have Russell Simmons that shit. He'd have got away. He'd have got low. But for some reason, the judge saw fit to not grant him bail. No matter what stipulations were in place, he was not getting the bail. So Puffy is he may very well may be done. And the one thing I'm happy about, as far as the Puffy shit goes, is that my man Mace had nothing to do with nothing. My boys, the Locks, had nothing to do with nothing. So, shout out to Yonkers and shout out to Harlem for that one. Appreciate it. And as far as mental health goes, like, yo, I'm dead ass sincere. So if you catch this later, if you even make it this far, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Look up Jackson Sheen on Facebook. Like, sub, share here. Look up Jackson Sheen on Facebook. And feel free, man. My inbox is always open, man. Shit is people now. I never met them, but I talk to them through inbox. I don't know if I'm helping them or not, but I make sure I answer them. You get what I'm saying? Bros before hoes, B. Bros before hoes. And I want to thank everybody who came out. Fakwa T, Desi Dez, El Shurin, Olo, Denise, Lila, HWF, Afghanistan in the building, definitely. Olo, T, I'm sure I said that already. Chris Tom, my man Eli, Miss Brenson, of course, Grace, CeeLo, Yellow Tape, my man Dan. We out here, we in the building, you know what I mean? Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to Ford Park. Shout out to Decatur. Shout out to the A. You know what I mean? But fellas, I appreciate y'all for coming through too, man. It was an impromptu show, and I'm glad y'all could fucking make it.
You already.
All right, we can. You know what I mean? Like I said, anybody, Jackson Sheen on Facebook. If you need to play the messenger game or whatever it is, it's all good. Jackson Sheen, Jackson.
Ms. Brenson, thank you. Appreciate you. You already know. Looks like Jack froze. Yeah. Appreciate you, Ms. Brenson, everybody that joined in the chat. We appreciate you. Tone, appreciate you for coming out. Wise words is that.
Had a great time, brother.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? It won't be the last time we're on the panel together. All right, now I see it.
I said, I'm gonna say it again. I was cut off. Did they get the spelling? JACKSONSHEEN. JACKSONSHEEN. Jackson Sheen on Facebook, man. Holla at me. It's no problem, B. I don't give a fuck personally. It is what it is. Just be ready for what the fuck I'm gonna tell you. Because I mean, that weak shit, I'm not for it. I'm just really not for it. Chris Tom, thank you for coming out. But yeah, man, feel free. I mean, Doc0528. If you know what I mean? I mean, we don't give a fuck, B. We done been through some shit, my nigga. Like, put it this way, my nigga. I've been pretending to be something I'm not for the last 10 fucking years. I'm not no fucking working man. I'm a fucking drug dealer, bro. In my heart and in my brain, I am a fucking drug dealer. I love selling drugs. And I've been pretending to sit here for 10 fucking years like I'm a fucking working man. Now, come on and tell me, B. Tell me. Nobody don't know that. Nobody knows that beyond me. Nobody knows that. I like selling fucking cocaine. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. My fucking goodness, I love it. I miss it so fucking much. There's not a woman alive that I would love more than cocaine selling it. And sometimes I think I love selling cocaine more than I love my own mother. I kid you not. I kid you not. I fucking love it. And I sit here and pretend to be this hardworking fucking 11 to 7 ass nigga because I don't do 9 to 5s because I have to still keep the same schedule in which I sold my cocaine, which is at night from dark to fucking dusk. I mean, what's it to sunrise, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, so I know what it means to be faking it. I know what the fuck it means. People might think I'm laughing. In order for me to feel better, I had to start pursuing careers that aligned with me going to school. Now, laugh at that. Now, you know that's fucking serious now. Now, you can actually sit there and attest to that. I'm tired of faking it, man. Honestly, like, if I could find a connect, I'd try to sell coke up and down the fucking East Coast. From New York to fucking Atlanta.
Well,
and I fucking mean it.
My ass gotta go to the plantation tonight.
Yeah, I'm about to get up. We about to get up out of here right now, man. I appreciate y'all that just enjoyed my little rant.
No, I'm just saying I can't be a drug dealer.
I want to sell some fucking cocaine.
I gotta go take.
Oh no, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I know.
I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I'm gonna fucking go. I'm gonna go because it's the only thing that's keeping me from trying to be fucking AZ down here. Because I'm not even going to talk about it no more because then I'm going to yearn for more. But we about to get up out of here, man. Tony, appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate you for coming through, man. You know what I mean? Any last words? Any last words?
Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to the A. Shout out to South Jersey. Shout out to...
Like, sub, share. Like, sub, share.
Make sure it don't cost a thing to like, sub, share.
Yeah, real talk. We were speaking on Puffy. We were speaking on mental health. Go ahead, Tom.
Man, just, you know what I'm saying, like shit, man, you know. Subscribe to all the good things, you know what I'm saying. Shout out Shreveport, Louisiana. Grambling, you know what I'm saying.
That's the shit we want to hear, brother.
Can't wait to do this again, man.
Facts.
Do this again.
Yeah, we could tell that Tone enjoyed himself because he was like, listen, last time we was on for like 2 hours and change. Because, you know, he did conspiracy theory with us if y'all was here for that. And, you know, conspiracy theory Thursdays, that shit went off for 5 hours one time. So Tone, you know, he was like, listen, I can't do the 2 hours and change. And as you can see, we had 2 hours and 3 minutes. So I'm glad that we was able to keep Tone here and keep him in tune. Because he's an OG, like you said, from Shreveport, Louisiana. So being an OG, listening to young folks talk, sometimes you're like, all right, that's enough. 10 minutes, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Because we be little brothers to him. You know what I'm saying? So for him to sit here and actually stay beyond the time he wanted to stay, I definitely fucking appreciate that shit. And I'm glad we got the mental capacity and capability to keep him intrigued into staying as long as he stayed, and to those who stayed as long as they stayed, we appreciate you. Like, sub, and share. H at Harlem's HNIC. That's who I am. At Doc0528. That's who that man is. Yellow Tape. And Tone, we're gonna have you back, brother. Soon, Tone gonna get into his own thing because you know he's a in terms of podcasting and having a personality, he's a craftsman. Like I said, in terms of personality and being a personality, he's a craftsman. He's a funny gentleman and he's knowledgeable. He knows his shit. So, you know, Tony, one of them dudes that let me know, like, everybody in the South ain't slow. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the perspective for us in New York. the South is slow. But me, I learned motherfuckers in Atlanta ain't far behind motherfuckers. They ain't slow. And people from the larger cities in the South do not sleep. Do not sleep. But we about to get up out of here. You know, once again, I appreciate y'all guys for coming through. But we up out.
All right.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, know I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie.
Middle of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also hard, got a stack that can't stop my blood. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, got a stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't none time. Turn it up, let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere, it's our time to show.
The top, the roof come too. Got no big homies, we know who runs who. Yeah, loudest nigga ever from the 2-1. Check it. Nike Tech, Bubble Coke, Kyrie, smoking dry weed. So much drugs in a nigga system, me BIV. Baddies on my body, all the hotties call me Poppy. Chop cheese from hobby, niggas still living high speed. I scoop all tender, I don't do dinner. Crime inventor, Lambo renter, stay high to the center. I told the niggas save a bread of no public defenders. We doing a lot of wicked shit, so don't you jump in this sprinter, nigga. Ain't on no funny shit, niggas die over money shit. About to spend on a child of friend, my mom be on some other shit. They heard the murder up again, get time back to the government, cutting shit. A nigga walk the child with the oven mitts. They see me in the ski mask, they know I'm selling re-rap. Hit him in his kneecap, stomach bubble like wheatgrass. Niggas don't really know me, they just know that I'm moving. And I handle my business like the Soviet Union. We can go body for body, hottie for hottie, thotty for thotty, robbery for robbery, Rari for Rari, the homie for homie, lobby for lobby, nigga, choppy for choppy. We can go switch for switch or go lami for lami. I'm so bossy, call me Hugo, 80K on the Hublot. Cops pull me out the two-door, I'm high as Pluto. Mommies love me like Menudo, already got it, you know. I get a bag of blue nose to do their party 2 shows. These niggas sweet as fruit codes, tour days 2 codes. I ain't never do those, the Celsius is too cold. You f***ing with that dudo, you never sip on Nuvo. I'm giving new lows, you make a movie off me, you gon' need a new role. You just a bum in the pussy, that's why I call you puto. I got some foreigners out of town that chop it up just like a jitter judo. A body cam my left and give you 7 like Ikuko. Next time they say with him, tell him you go.
Tell him you go. Uncle Jackie signing off, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. It's all love, man. Always, B. Bros before hoes. Y'all remember that shit.